change and we will. They gon' change the game. Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie or steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
Hey guys, it's Dan from the Bump Boys. Here we are with another Smackdown review. Yay! You guys ready for this one?
Fuck WW. Dan, I'm a fly through this bitch. All right.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time.
Oh, no, I'm not
before you
taking
go,
my time.
it's so hard to get into WWE product when you watch something like Dynamite. It's so hard to watch it.
You basically just have to like watch for your favorites.
Yeah,
And
or
it
like the
sucks.
Roman Reigns storyline, and that's it.
And
Yeah.
the Cody stuff, whatever they do with
Yeah,
Cody.
the Cody stuff. Yeah,
Which, spoiler, that's all there was really tonight. Mainly was, waiting for Roman's
what's next?
like 1 minute announcement. It was quick, but I'm gonna jump right into it. We're gonna get there real quick, friends. We open up SmackDown with Kayla bringing Ronda to the ring. Ronda wants another match. She doesn't want any rematch. She wants an I quit match, which, she says quitting isn't in her DNA, but winning is, yada, yada, yada. And we basically move on from that segment.
Why don't we just do a submissions match? Like they should have had a submissions match at WrestleMania.
I agree.
I don't fucking know because it's WWE and they don't fucking know how to book anything lately.
And speaking of shit booking, we get Butch versus Xavier Woods, and fucking Butch loses in his debut match.
He loses to a WWE roll up. WWE's going back to what they know.
That killer roll up, bro.
Dude, they should get a fruit roll up.
It's bad, man. They literally just went back to what they know best. It's like, oh fuck it.
Oh,
50-50
it's
booking.
okay. I'm going on a rant in the next segment.
Oh wait, before you go on that rant, think of it like this, yo. Dynamite gave us the opening match was Adam Cole versus Christian. Our opening match for SmackDown was Xavier Woods versus Butch. Do you not see the difference there? There's such a big difference,
Dude. You cannot look at this product like you're comparing it. It's like comparing apples to oranges. You really
Facts.
can't.
They really called Butch a child. They were like, after the match, he's pouting and slapping in the child, and they're putting him in timeout. Go to the corner.
Dude, they're destroying Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Another
Maybe
person
something
also
good will come
destroying.
out of this.
I will say another person they are destroying is Gunther, aka Walter.
I actually like the Gunther. So here's the thing. Vince is going to like, what makes us what was good? The Iron Sheik, and then when Sergeant Slaughter turned on the American people, like he just Vince just loves. Wait, let me get this out. Vince just loves this whole like against America kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I like who's the dude that introduced him?
Ludwig.
I actually liked him like during the match because he was just like really snobby, like, ooh.
That's Marcel Bartolo. He was with Fabian Archer. They broke them two up and brought only that guy up, and then changed his name to Ludwig.
I actually did not mind it. Like I like the I feel like they're gonna play. They should have just played the whole Russian. If Vince should have just just played the whole Russian aspect instead of putting the German flag on this dude's chest. He should have just made him come out with a Russian flag.
At least they kept their intro. At least they kept their sick intro.
I will. But don't you get like Vladimir Kozlov vibes and shit like that? Like I'm just like, oh my God, they've ruined Walter. Did you hear the Walter chants?
Yep.
Yeah, they were loud.
And Pat was like, they're chanting for Gunther. I'm like, yo, there's literally saying Walter.
Honestly, if they build him up, I'm happy they had him squash a performance talent.
I did like that. And like the moves he were doing were like I liked it was pretty cool. He did like the foot press over the top rope, like in the corner.
Honestly, if they build him up, I can see him as a Roman threat, for Roman.
But don't you feel like this always happens in WWE? They always try to give us this aggressive foreigner, Rusev, Kozlov, Cesaro, Iron Sheik, which ended up panning out. But like these people in the like no one gives a fuck about that shit.
I think it could work, especially his character.
It could, but it only worked for so long though.
Doesn't.
Danny. It doesn't.
has such
Rusev
a
had to go
low-
from Rusev had to go from being the Bulgarian brute to Rusev Day.
And you know that
being
they didn't
happy.
think that could get over. They thought that would not get over.
Well, facts, because the thing is, Vince feels that the whole Bulgarian brute and driving a takedown onto WrestleMania is what's going to get him over, and they're doing the same thing with Gunther. So
We'll see what happens. It's just because you gotta wait and see. At least the SmackDown was better than that Raw
no facts.
that we did not review.
That Raw was garbage, yo.
I'm not even gonna put my finger
Address
on
it.
that one.
All right, let's move on.
But we had, Raquel Rodriguez, not Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel Rodriguez.
Honestly,
She had her segment, and this shit was whack, bro. Shit was.
honestly, I thought I kind of laughed at it. Them trying to flirt with her and then them walking away, and then she's just like, "Are those guys always that weird?"
Yeah, facts. That's a huge bitch. Saying
That's what one of them should have said. That's a huge bitch.
They should have said on that. Since apparently bitch is the it's like the word that everybody likes to throw around.
Yeah.
I kind of like her name change. I don't know why they just keep her as Gonzalez. Her last name really is Gonzalez, but
Rodriguez just connects more with the people,
Rodriguez and Gonzalez are the most two common Spanish last names.
No, not Rodriguez. I mean, not Gonzalez. Rodriguez is up there. Number one, Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Santos is probably number two.
Gonzalez is up there, but
No, Lopez. My bad. It's definitely
Lopez.
Rodriguez and Lopez are the two top, and then maybe Gonzalez and Santos as 4 and 3.
Honestly, yeah. You guys are crazy.
Anyway, as we try to figure out Hispanic last names, we have Madcap and Happy Corbin for the
press.
their segment. What's it called? The Happy Talk.
Yep. I like this.
We should call this
a very
the
good
press
segment.
talk. We should call this the press talk.
This was a good segment. I loved it how Corbin was basically like you like telling jokes. Tell me a joke that as if your job depends on it.
After telling 2 jokes, yeah.
And then he basically it's like you're the joke. You're the piece of shit. And Corbin lays his ass out. I love this segment. I love Happy Corbin. I think Happy Corbin is the heel.
But not to cut you off, I'll let you finish that top. Boy, so Happy starts to beat him up, and then Madcap flips it up and ends up looking strong. Remember, so Madcap ended up flipping on Corbin, kicking Corbin out of the ring, and booing over everything.
Finally.
Just to put that in there. But go ahead, Joe. Finish what you were saying. My bad. I had to get the facts straight. You know what I'm saying? I had to fact check you. Actually,
we gotta get everything out there. I don't know. Corbin, I feel like he's that heel that we don't get to see often. He does his job well. The people hate him, but he is very talented. Like people forget how talented he is on the mic. They forget how talented he is in the ring. It's hard to have a bad segment, or people think when he's in the ring it's a bad segment.
No.
But it's bad because he chooses to, for you guys to hate him, which I love. He's like, in my eyes, I see him as the next Miz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was my little take on that segment.
I think it was really good. I thought Madcap was a total stud. He's really over now. I think if you have him come out to maybe the jokes, joke on his opponent every time he comes out. Kind of like the Acclaim with the rap, but as jokes.
Oh, yeah,
that makes sense.
I would like that. Yeah, actually, I like what you're saying. Honestly, I would say get rid of his suspenders too. Let him wrestle kind of like how John Cena wrestles, the same way.
Interesting fact: a couple years ago, when Raw was being run by Paul Heyman, you guys remember when Raw was being run when Paul Heyman was running Raw as the commissioner?
Yeah.
It was he was the executive writer.
Continue, Docs. Continue. We understand.
So Roger, he said Roderick Moss, which is Madcap Moss's the original ring name.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the ones that was pushing for him to have a huge push, and they didn't give it to him at the time.
Wow, because he has the look, he has the body. He literally reminds me of a tan John Cena. If you look at his look and demeanor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's a tan John Cena. What if this is the next John Cena? I like his woo. I call it the Banshee woo. It's like a Banshee woo.
John Cena. You call him John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena. Listen here, John Cena. Santino Marella. All right.
Gina.
But this was a good
Oh.
segment. We actually got a good segment. So we had to wait like an hour and a half to get to a good segment. Next up, we had Naomi.
Sasha Banks versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah. And I feel like who's married to Naomi? Jay? Is it Jay or Jimmy? No, it's Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy must have been like, listen here, bitch. You ain't about to come out here and do all these crazy dances that Sasha be doing and twerking your hips and all that shit. You better just squat, come back up, and do what you got to do and go to the ring. If you look at how it is, yo, you literally Sasha's doing all these grinding her hips and pulsating, and then you just see Naomi do one squat and come back up. She don't do nothing else. Jimmy checked her, yo. I swear, Jimmy must have been like, you ain't doing that shit on my watch, yo. I swear.
Bloodline watching.
Yeah, Naomi. Yeah, I'm not hating on Naomi, but she sounds like my grandmother. Well, like, if I had to think of like my grandma, old black woman, that's what it reminds me of. Just the way she like talks, that old Southern kind of like form of speaking. This wasn't a bad match. I thought they were gonna have Liv lose though.
You do to try to. They had Liv get to roll it because you gotta think they want to build momentum to like.
Is that
think
so?
that they're going to win on Monday.
Yeah, but you know what it was? Like I feel like WWE missed a good chance to have the whole thing they were building to was like, all right, Liv, does Rhea know you're wait, give me one sec, Danny, because I know you're gonna interrupt. Does Rhea know that you're here, Liv? Potentially that if you do lose, you could fuck up the momentum that you guys have going into Raw. So I feel like Liv could be like, oh, I'm trying to make up for what happened on Monday, but I was losing since it was my fault. Let me go here on SmackDown, beat Sasha, and that way we can have momentum. They should have had Liv lose. That way Rhea could be like, you just fucked up our momentum.
Oh yeah, Rhea's getting pissed.
Yeah, or I thought
force her heel turn.
or
Got a
why,
little hurt. Or
or
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Why didn't Liv should have like tweaked the knee? That way, when they're in their match on Monday, you could literally do. That's a perfect sell. They lose the match because of Liv not being able to get to the ring to get the tag. So Rhea is so fucking pissed that Liv went out and did that she basically just attacks Liv's knee and like kills it with a chair. And then guess who comes out? Edge and fucking Damian.
Hey,
they don't say anything. They come out and just give her a round of applause and then they go backstage. WWE, this is the shit you need to think about.
Hey, I got another stupid idea. You know how it's a tag team title match next week on Raw? So, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a triple threat the following week because you know what's gonna happen? They're not gonna turn Rhea to the goddamn pay-per-view because you saw Shayna and Natalya were watching that match.
Yeah.
So they're gonna attack during this match. It's gonna be a triple threat.
Yeah, but I feel like you should have sold the storyline a lot better. Like I feel like the storyline I just gave you literally feeds everything. You put Liv over more as a babyface and you get her with the crowd. You turn Rhea super heel and she beats the shit out of Liv, so we don't have to see Liv on TV for a little bit. And you can let Rhea just run promos with Damian and Edge, and like that's amazing. If literally Edge and Damian don't gotta say nothing, they just walk out and give her one of these.
Dude, you should go apply for WWE.
Like, you tell me that's not a great like story? Like that makes sense, yo. Like Liv, you
That's a
fucked up.
great idea.
Yeah, Liv. But it's like gangland. Like yo, you shouldn't have went over into that gang territory to try and sell extra drugs. You got your ass beat and our loot got taken.
They won't turn Rhea till Backlash. That's
Probably. Yeah, but
they'll tease it. They'll tease it. They'll tease it.
Yeah, they will.
Backlash.
It's just WWE missing out on good storytell booking. I feel like that's really good booking.
At least SmackDown, at least advanced storylines.
Yeah,
Felt
but
like Raw was just
the
like,
Roman shit is so easy to advance because it was so well done in the beginning when Paul was doing all the writing and shit that it's just like you can't really fuck it up. Like
no, you can't.
Like you just push like
this.
some crazy shit. Yeah, but everything else besides maybe the Happy Corbin and the Becky and Bianca, like everything and the Damian and Edge, like and the RK Bro stuff, like where's everything else going? You know what I'm saying? Where are the storyline entwined? And this was a chance I feel like. Because WWE was starting. I was like, okay, WWE, you're starting to tell it proper. Or even if Liv doesn't lose, because she went on SmackDown during the match. I know I'm going long on this, sorry. But during the match, McAfee asked, hey, if you were on, would you let your partner go win by yourself on SmackDown? Would you let Sasha do that? She was like, no. And the whole point was you need to have someone to have your back. So I would have thought that Liv would have got her ass beat, like you said, Danny, maybe by Natalya or Shayna Baszler, and this was a great chance that maybe Shayna like breaks her arm or some shit like that, does her arm shit. And there's a reason like, yo, Rhea, if you were there for me on SmackDown, but you didn't let me know, so I couldn't do anything, shit like that. But I digress. What do I know?
Oh yeah,
I
just
agree
a
with
week.
you 100%.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like WWE were telling us maybe 2 possible parts of a storyline they could do, and they didn't do any of it.
WWE making it seem like we're retarded.
Yeah, they just said, you know what, roll up pin, do a roll up pin. Yeah, do a roll up pin. But it is
It's
what
because
it is.
you know what you know why I think they do these stupid roll up pins just so that they can think that oh my god, I lost my train of thought for a second. So they do this because they don't know who they want to book to lose.
Or they just don't have it. They haven't
Or they
just
just
thought
don't
of
have a
anything.
plan.
Yeah,
Just, hey, roll up.
50 book it. Yeah, fuck it, roll up. So let's get into the next. Let's get into the last part of this.
Roll up.
I will say there was 2 parts that we did forget. Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. We're gonna get a repeat next week, so there's no need to get into that.
Yep, and a DQ. It was a count out. So oh my god.
Yep.
I liked it because Sammy just kept getting scared, and I would be too if I saw what he almost did to Madcap at WrestleMania.
No, they're doing the
I don't think
same
we need to
shit,
address
bro.
this shit. This shit, we about to watch the same match next week. I don't even want to.
This is literally how they did Happy Corbin shit. Like he was scared to face Drew, so he just got counted out and DQ'd.
So
I guarantee he gets DQ'd out this week, and then oh my god, for the next
I bet you we don't get Drew till at least SummerSlam. Drew
Bro,
Roman.
I don't even want.
We're not even there yet, dog. So we're not even there.
Like the fact that we gotta watch this match next week, and I don't even want to talk about this.
We already know it's gonna end in a DQ.
Hey, we're
It's
all
just
gonna go on
gonna-
our phones next week during that match.
Bro, it'll probably be a repeated match down the line, but you know what we won't get a repeat is Jinder versus Ricochet for the Intercontinental title.
We are getting a
So-
Texas Death Match on Rampage.
That's random. No.
That's fucking random, bro.
Keep it on topic. Keep it on topic.
It is. We're talking
I
about
like
Friday.
that. Like I said, I like the gender. The gender segment I actually liked. How you gonna do this to the Monday Maharaja?
He said
then
get him out
Ronda
witness
walks in.
protection.
And then Ronda walks in. Did it get scared? It made him look like a bitch. That woman.
Nah, you can't hit her. He can't hit her. So what he gonna do? Just leave. He did what every good man should do. Because they were also promoting the whole domestic violence thing because of the whole Lacey Evans thing. She had a promo as well that we did miss that.
And then Nash Carter stuff because, dude, I think that girl is definitely lying. She got that man fired.
Whoa, I don't.
Yeah,
Who
let's
gives
not
a
go there.
fuck?
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I don't need to go into there. You know, that's another thing. Let's hit the SmackDown.
We can have
Shit happened
Danny.
from
Wait,
8 to 10.
Danny will give us a separate video on that. Danny's gonna give us his own separate video, and I'm actually very excited to see what Danny gives us for that.
Oh my God! Shut up, guys. Fine, I will try
These
it.
hoes ain't loyal. A little expert. Give us
All right.
No, I'm
No.
joking.
Well, let me just go over the things that we did miss though. So like we said, we had a Lacey Evans promo. We're gonna learn her story, which I actually thought the promo was pretty good. How she was, crying and talking about her past.
And about her new daughter.
Yeah, we had the Jinder and Ronda little segment. I
Connect
think
to
we
the
missed,
mothers.
and I think that was
That
it.
was
Yeah.
all. That was it.
Then we
Good-
had the one,
Good promo to connect to the mothers.
the only. I think it's domestic violence week, is it? Oh no, that's in November. Roman Reigns. Ah,
So I'm gonna do a quick recap of the segment to basically tie it up of what the segment was because it was a good segment. Roman comes out, Milwaukee acknowledged me. He does say, I've done it all. I've dominated SmackDown. I just dominated Raw. Took both belts, smashed them. There's nothing left for me to do, but the bloodline still has work to do. Jimmy and Jay, I told you you're going to be a main event star. I was going to elevate you. So it's time for you and Jimmy to do your part. I got 2 belts. You're just 2 men with a belt. So how about we go to Raw, or you 2 go to Raw, and you guys bring back the Raw Tag Team Champions. We unifying these bitches. And the fucking and I think the Usos made this segment.
The Thanos
Usos made it.
gauntlet. The Thanos gauntlet with all the
Yeah.
titles.
he gives us. Yeah, he's right. We get Thanos big purple dick vibes from Roman.
I think Vince started watching Avengers Infinity War.
Probably was just like, all right, it was a good, like Joseph, it was a very good segment. The highlight was the Usos, but the highlight was also the whole I'm just a man with 2 belts, the whole like Becky 2 belts kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a man with just 2 belts, but y'all are a tag
2
team
men
with
sharing 2 belts.
1 belt. Y'all sharing belt. Yeah, it was just like it was a good moment there. And And then the Shinsuke came out, and I even thought this was like on another
No,
level of
him-
funniness too. Like it was just hilarious. Like your
him
tribal,
hugging.
yeah, the hugging part. Like your tribal chief understands. You know, Jimmy was out with a leg injury, and we had to wait a year. So your
He knows
tribal
how
chief
this is
understands.
working.
He's a loving chief. You know what I'm saying? It's it's very
I started laughing when he said that.
facts. It's very cult vibe. There's like dictator-esque, like I'm a very like Kim Jong-un type shit. Like I feed my people, I bathe my people. We take care of my people. Come give me a hug. And then you saw Shinsuke's face. What are you doing?
Honestly, I'm okay with this feud.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind this.
Face.
Yeah, the super kick to the face made it. I don't mind this as like a
Did
nice
you hear
little.
them? Did you guys get the Young Buck reference?
No.
Super kick party. They said super kick party to the face.
I
Pat
didn't hear
McAfee
that.
said that.
I didn't hear
I
that,
saw-
but I am excited to see if we get Backlash, Shinsuke versus Roman.
I think that could be a great match.
This makes me excited for Raw, man. We have the Usos showing up on Raw to take the belts. I thought they were gonna say the Intercontinental in the United States. I was like, don't do that.
That's what I thought.
Don't do that to Finn and
Federico.
yeah. But maybe this is where we get the turn where this is why the RK Bro loses it because.
Oh, and you know what I
Randy.
would do? I'd bring up Solo Sikoa. I'd bring up Solo and have him go after IC and US.
Holy shit, yo! Imagine if they and then Naomi. No, you can't though. That sucks. If they had just done. Imagine if they literally the Bloodline had all the belts in the WWE. Naomi with both women's champion. Solo with both the United States and Intercontinental. The Usos with the tags, and then Roman with the
Yeah, because he's getting a North American title shot next week against Kramer Grimes.
That would be crazy.
That'd be dope.
Kramer Grimes.
They did have a Bloodline reference on that NXT.
On NXT. Maybe they need to pull the trigger, but overall, like there were some moments in the SmackDown, but it was definitely not a banger for me.
Yeah, definitely.
6.
What what would you guys give this SmackDown for a grade?
6 to a 6.5.
6.6, 6.7.
Giving it a 6. And that's generous.
That's being nice.
He said that's generous.
What you guys would have gave that Raw?
Generoso.
Because legit, we didn't even talk
The
about
Raw?
Yeah.
Who?
I know,
I-
like a fucking 3, bro. How many times I gotta hear
I was
about
gonna say that. Yeah, it was
my
horrible.
dad is Dusty Rhodes. I don't give a fuck anymore, bro.
Who the fuck is that guy? That's what all the kids were saying in the crowd. When they showed the picture, all the kids were like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
You should have done that. You should have made a meme of
A
that.
clip, yeah.
Oh, I'm about to tonight.
Here's my dad.
I'm on. I saved
Dusty
some pictures.
Rhodes. You gotta have a kid face like.
You know what's the
We should
funniest
get-
part?
Yeah.
They showed a segment. It was like, yo, Cody shit's the same thing, even when he debuted in the video game. The first line he had, I think, was in a video game. Was like a couple years ago, and it was like, my father is Dusty Rhodes, and they're like, yep, still same shit, different day.
No, he didn't even write it. He said that was all unscripted.
No, the fact that in the video game, that's the first line he says, I'm the son of Dusty Rhodes. Bro, we've heard this shit. Like,
Facts. Wait, Joe, you gotta do this word, Joe. If you do that meme thing, so do the part where like Cody puts up like, "This is my father, Dusty Rhodes." Clip in the first clip is who, and then you get the who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Honestly,
that'd be perfect, bro.
honestly, like
Have all those
Cody
clips
will be
saved.
they'd be so mad. Yeah,
like Will said, they should have had like Roman come out during that Cody segment.
yeah,
Nah,
facts.
fuck that shit. Like, he's below him,
Get
bro.
the fuck and say, get the fuck out of my ring. Cody's eventually gonna be one of the ones that goes after Roman.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
he
based off
ain't-
like the rumors we've heard about,
I don't think he's gonna dethrone
Cody's not going for the title for a while.
But what they're building up it.
It's a
Remember
multi-year contract.
there was some
man.
there was some news about Cody facing Randy at WrestleMania next year. So
That's
Hey.
that was a Bleacher Report.
And imagine
prediction.
Cody and Edge fighting over Rhea because she's a nightmare. That is her nickname, Nightmare Rhea Ripley. Edge, I like it
Trademark.
because she dark.
no, Cody comes over. That's my
Cody?
trademark. You have to give me that name back. See,
I
Edge-
get
Someone said,
nightmare.
oh, you have Cody, Finn, and AJ team up because Bullet Club, because they were all Bullet Club members.
boo.
That's
But
fucking
they were
So
random.
never-
weak. That's so weak of a Bullet Club
They-
member.
no, but they were never in it at the same
Yeah, it's
time.
just 3 white guys. Like, it's like 3 white guys like fishing. Put them all together. Like,
Call him the Briscoe. I said, But anyway, guys, so that was our SmackDown review. A lot of like nice little jokes we can make about it, you know. But the biggest thing, I'm gonna just say a takeaway for all of us: it's hard to watch Dynamite. It's hard to watch Raw and then watch a banger of a Dynamite, then to watch a shitty SmackDown, and then to watch a good Rampage. It's hard to get invested into some of the WWE stuff.
Sucky good.
And Mania was good too. So it's like, how do you fuck shit up?
They're just going back to the old book, and I honestly feel like WWE should hire younger people to write their booking, because you're definitely going back to their old school kind of, like I said, with the Gunter shit, all that kind of stuff. They're definitely, and maybe they need a fresh take. But what Tony Khan is doing is I'm telling you, like that FTR Young Buck match. Oh my bro, that
I don't want to
Dynamite
get
was
into
so
Tony Khan
good.
right now. I don't want
Yeah,
to.
we won't get into it, but like it's just like
so
that
let's just wrap it up.
You
So
might have
don't cut me off, bitch. No,
you might have bots attack us.
that's you're right. All right, guys, it's been the Bump Boys.
Peace.
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 Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang!